You got it all over him. You got me over him. Honey, it's true. There's just you. You must have been heaven sent. Hi, Saud. Hi, Shabam. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. YouTube's been glitching. This has been happening very frequently, and it's not just me it's happening to. So I don't know what they got going on. YouTube, if you're watching, and I know you are, get it together. Get it together, YouTube. Get it together. Because I cannot. Anyway, we're back. I just learned women live longer than men. That's not how that will work, Jefferson. You're not an actual woman, so you wouldn't live longer. It is a YouTube glitch, Sadkan. That's what I'm saying, honey. Anyway, welcome back. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Ugh, whatever. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Shamrock. Hit the thumbs up, please. It boosts me in the algorithm. It's really helpful. And it shows you're not a hater. So give my live a thumbs up. I see 4 people, 6 people, 2 thumbs. Come on, more thumbs up, please. Thank you. So everyone, where were we? Let's see. I don't even know where I was. YouTube don't want to see you win, dear. Well, I would take it that way if it was just me this is happening to. But this happens to a lot of people. A lot of friends have the same problem. Shabam says, I got a feeling Randy Orton is going to win his 15th world title at WrestleMania. Can we please get some fresh meat in there, though, honestly? Like, I love Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, but it's so overdone. Ugh. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar shows up less than Roman Reigns. Do you know what that means? Brock Lesnar got more PTO than Roman Reigns. And so I just think we need better people, different people. Miko says, I think you're the kind of person who bites when they fight. Ugh, I'm not putting my mouth on someone. Absolutely not. Thank you, Wham Bam, for the thumbs up. Make sure you give my stream a thumbs up if you haven't. Oh, Boo's back. Boo's back. Boo's back to hate. So is Noodles. You guys just love to hate me, but you're always here. Saad Khan says, who's your favorite fighter in WWE? Currently, Javon Evans. Of all time, The Undertaker. Females, Rhea Ripley. Yeah. Shabam says, Braun was fresh. They cooked him at Rumble. Obafemi's good. Yes, Obafemi, Javon Evans. You know, even, I would like to see more from even someone like Tala Tonga. Like, what are they doing with him? Carmelo Hayes. Like, let's get him in some PLEs. He deserves it. Bop, 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 bop. He deserves it. Hi, Brandon Stevens. Paul Levesque is favoring his old ring buddies. No talent getting a break. Shadow Titan, very, very, very. Oh, thank you. Very, very. Oh, those varies, very beautiful. Thank you. Welcome to my stream, everyone. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up. I'm sorry we had issues. YouTube is glitching, okay? Who knows? This has been going on for a while now. Give me a thumbs up. I'm Aunt Marissa. If you don't know, I identify as a therapist. And I'm giving you guys free advice. So make sure to like my stream. Click the link in my bio for all my socials and my Patreon and my Cameo and my fan sites. All of that, all of that. Yeah, I'm going to take the comments, pin it here for you guys. All right, hold on. How did your day go? I hope that's not weird to ask. It's not weird, Emmanuel. I've had a good day. Can't complain. Not a bad day. Let me adjust my tripod here. That's better. What do you think of streamers like, I don't know who that is, Alejandra. I have no idea who that is. Hi, Smokey's Choice. She's stuck in the 70s. Ha! Hi, Messi. I'm back. Yeah, we had some issues. Hi, Mr. Worldwide. Hi, Hyson. Atuja says you have it. You couldn't get rid of it. You couldn't sell it. Log it. You wanted. What are you talking about? It's not a wig. It's perfect hair, Mr. Worldwide. Hi, Hasib. All kinds of things, Hasib. Photos, videos, vlogs, comedy. My first live performance. My first live performance is going on there. Welcome back, Rahan. A little bit. Hasib, you gotta go look. Can't talk about that. Who the F cares about what, Messi? How to become an early bird, set an alarm and stick to it. Just wake up. Force yourself to wake up. You know what helps me? If I have to wake up early, like must, if I absolutely must wake up at a certain time, I will set my alarm. I'll give myself an extra like 30 minutes to sleep in. That's how I operate. And then I'll take a cold shower. Nothing will wake you up like a cold shower. And if you don't have time to shower, at least dunk your face in ice water. Adjust my tripod for me, please. Whatever. Thank you, Rehan. It's not a wig. I already said that, Mr. Worldwide. Saad Khan says, I like your haircut. Thank you. Hi, Benjamin. Your beautiful hair. I love your hair. Thank you, Mr. Worldwide. Messi says, I'm new to this, but I found it in the end. Messi says, people commenting about if you wear a wig. Oh, I know. Crazy, right? Hi there from Tajikistan. Hi, JJ. Making America safer for Donald Trump. He was in here before. Shabam says, thank you for the advice. You're very welcome, Shabam. Hi, Noise. How are you? I'm Aunt Marisa. I identify as a therapist. And I'm here to give you free advice. Hi, Lala, whatever. I'm just going to call you La. Hi there. Can you please elaborate about your documentary? So, if you don't know, I have an award-winning documentary. You can enjoy the first 2 seasons completely free here on YouTube. If you want to see the new season, season 3, it's on Patreon along with the other seasons. So you get everything there. It is a documentary about how I became a divorcee to a man who, after being so jealous of how gorgeous and stunning I was, turned into a woman. And my cousin's husband also turned into a woman around the same time. So she moved in with me from Argentina to Los Angeles, Beverly Hills at the time. And yeah, you can just see us start our lives over and over and over again after that happened. Seth says, if I paid you $1 million, would you date me? No. Mr. Worldwide says, I asked if it's a wig because all the American movies that I've watched, black women wear wigs always, you see. That's not true, and I'm not black. I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Hi, Kenneth. Messy, that's crazy. It's very messy. Very messy, messy. Twisted says, how's your husband, Tony? Don't have a husband named Tony. What to F? Where can I get? It's the first 2 seasons are free here. You can get all the episodes, season 3, on my Patreon. It's just $5. You get all the seasons. You get vlogs. You get stand-up comedy. You get exclusive photos, and you can message me. Personally, I like black men actors like Denzel and the guys that says Mother F 100 times. Oh, Samuel L. Jackson. How do I feel about what, Messi? Hi, Paul. who says I'm beautiful. Thank you. So it says, you may not be black, but you're still one of us, honey. Oh, for sure. Taina's Puerto Rican. Look, I'm not, doesn't bother me in the least. I get darker than black people sometimes. There are like literally, if I lay in the sun, I can become very dark. And people will think I'm black. I got accused of blackface. True story. I got accused of blackface because I posted a picture of me when I was tan. They couldn't believe it. People would literally like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing blackface. I'm like, my whole body is dark. I am tan. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Guatemalan. I have very strong melanin. This is me not tanning and not doing nothing in forever. Forever. Yes, Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Worldwide, the guy with the eye patch. Hi, Lee. How are you? Is that a New York accent? It's a Brooklyn accent, Twisted. I love your accent. Thank you, Shabam. About your ex transitioning. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right, Messy? I feel like he's an idiot. I get it, though. He was jealous and insecure, not confident in himself. Hi, MH. Yes, I am Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Mr. Worldwide says, you're so beautiful. You got personality, and I like the way you speak. Thank you, Mr. Worldwide. Sword Khan says, what is your favorite movie of all time? For comedies, it's got to be either Coming to America, the first one. The second one, throw it away, put it in the trash, never show it again. Or Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls. For serious films, I would say Steel Magnolias. Fried Green Tomatoes is a good one too. I love the story of Ruth from the Bible. I really like that movie. If you guys want to like learn more about Jesus and the Bible and stuff, something that really helped me to understand things a little more is watching Bible movies. And there's a lot of free ones on YouTube. And also, if you have Amazon, I think it's on Amazon, Chosen. The Chosen is a fabulous show. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Straight Up. Hi, Robert from Oklahoma. Hi, Captain Sunshine. Hi, Rumsey. Ever see Mike Tyson? Not in person. Love Jesus, sure do, Captain Sunshine. Passion of the Christ. Fionn, I'm ex was pretending to be straight to F with her girlfriend and mess me up. Nobody understands, but maybe you can. I'm going to write about it. What? Your ex was pretending to be straight to mess with your girlfriend? So you were dating a girl who pretended to be straight with you but was wanting to date her friend? Emmanuel says, you seem like a really chill and nice person. Wishing you loads of joy and happiness in life, stranger. Thank you, Emmanuel. Hi, Ollie. I'm from Brooklyn originally, but I live in Los Angeles, and my ethnic background is Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Messi says, I dated a Venezuelan girl for some time. She was half Dutch, though. Was she crazy? Was she a little psycho? Mr. Worldwide says, I love Jesus, the only carpenter. I'll give a 5-star rating. Yes. Sardcorn says, my favorite series is Joseph the Prophet. Oh, I've never seen that. Dean Phillips says, where did you get that brush from on your head? I'm from Brooklyn, but I live in Los Angeles. I don't want a wedding ring, thank you. Messi says, I'm so confused. Join the club. Songmaker, I identify as a therapist. There's a very big difference. One is an actual therapist. One identifies as a therapist because she's been giving advice to her family for years. And you can't sue this one for malpractice because she's not charging you. Only lasted a week or so, it was more physical. I see, I see. Hi, Chief the Medicine Man. Hi, Das One. Google Chrome says, will you do a sitcom with Betsy Sue if you get offered? Maybe. I know my niece Hennessy and her are best friends. I wish I could soak your sweaty socks in my morning coffee every morning. My goodness. Shabam says, you became Seth Rollins. I saw that he's back. Do you think he'll go for the title? I hope so. I'm glad he's back because the vision looks more like cataracts. They look a mess. Steph was gone. Braun Breaker was missing. Then Bronson Reed got injured. And you just have Logan Paul and Austin Theory. They are no longer the vision, okay? Hi, Arthur. Thank you. Ma'am, your hair is magnificent. Thank you, Arthur. Captain Sunshine says, do you listen to Down syndrome music as well as me? I don't know what Down syndrome music is, but I wouldn't be surprised. Messi says, the physical part was good, though. My current girl has roots in her surname. JJ says, sorry, feel the pain in your eyes. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a therapist. Why did you skip a therapist? I said I identify as a therapist song maker. Dean Phillips says, I can't comb his hair because the wig will come off. Dean Phillips, get over it. It's perfect hair. I don't know what that means, Messi. What is a Surrey name? Captain Sunshine says, 3 is a magic number. Hi, that Ryan. My friend Jenna loves you and is fighting with her man. Can you say you're on Jenna's side? I'm always on the woman's side. Jenna, let go of that loser. He's not even worth your time, your words, your energy, your breath. I don't know what they're fighting about, and I don't know if she's wrong. But tell her that Auntie said, tell him to dump him. It's a country in South America. Suriname? I've never heard of that place. Hi, Stephanie. Fion says, you're great. Why aren't you more famous? I don't know. Country in South America near Brazil. Oh. I can't answer that. That's very inappropriate. Hi, Rameja. From Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Los Angeles now. Saad Khan says you go live tomorrow. Yes, same time. Saad Khan, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard. Make sure you guys give my stream a thumbs up, please. If you haven't, it really helps. It really helps. I've never felt like that. I would say get some gummies to help you. Okay? Something to put you in a better mood. And if someone can affect you that strongly, let them go. You shouldn't have thoughts like that about anyone. So. Hi, Hash Brown. It's from Brooklyn, New York. Where's the accent from? Brooklyn. Hi, Lewis Brown. No, it's not a wig. It's perfect hair. Lucky Shamrock says, Ryan is a troll queen. He got you to say, no, he didn't. Hi, France. Messi says New York, of course, Hash. That's right. You're welcome, Songmaker. Thank you, Saad Khan. Give me a thumbs up. That's right. What is the T? Well, Lewis Brown, I'm Tia Marisa. I identify as a therapist, and I'm offering you free advice if you just comment in the chat what you're going through, what's going on. Me and my consultant, Tiny Jesus, are going to do our best to help you. Hi, John Paul. Which female wrestler has the best wrestling gear? Mine is Rhea Ripley. The best gear? I like Rhea Ripley's, but it doesn't stand out that much. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Rhea Ripley. Io Sky's got nice, I like Io Sky's outfits. I like Io Sky's outfits. All the girls from Japan, Kairi Sane, Asuka, they all seem to have a nice outfit. Oh, I like Alexa Bliss. I love Alexa Bliss's looks. Hi, The Quiet. You should slip on a leather jacket. Whatever. Wanted to go, Hash Brown says, I always wanted to go to New York. What made you move to LA? Work. Well, after my husband turned into a woman, I just thought I needed a fresh start, you know? And so I moved to LA to enter Halle Berry lookalike contest for a living. And, yeah. Hi, Surfboard from Bay Ridge. Hi, JK. Shall I knock on your door later? JK, I will beat your ass. Shubham says Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer's outfits are right. What is life like in Los Angeles? Do you ever play GTA? Have you ever played a zombie game where you got to shoot the zombies? That's what it's like. It's like a combination of that. Rajan says, who should pay for the first date? Men? Is WWE scripted? What do you think? I think wrestling... I think some of it, like the storylines, but I feel like the wrestling itself is like happening. It's Tiffy time. Missy says, I love it when how you say whatever. Braden Lane, you look good, Mama. Thank you, Braden. I love your accent. Thank you, Braden. Fionn says, I subbed and liked because you're a great therapist and you look like Halle Berry. Exactly. Thank you, Fionn. Raji says, interesting. If men are responsible for paying for the first date, then what's the woman's responsibility on the first date? To entertain you. She's going on the date with you that you wanted her to go on. You asked for this. There is no responsibility. She either shows up because you invited her or she doesn't. Hi, Daniel. Get out of here, Francis, with that nonsense. How did your husband turn into a woman? The same way that Caitlyn Jenner did with Kris Jenner. Bruce, what was his name? Bruce Jenner turned into Caitlyn. He wasn't transgender when I married him. Ariane, he got jealous and he was insecure. And so he thought he had to compete with me. Hash Brown says, sorry to hear about your man changing on you. Glad to see in your feet, you're on your feet, things get better. They do. And if you want to learn more about it, you can watch the award-winning documentary completely free. Season 1 and 2 is free here. And if you go to Patreon, you can watch every episode, including brand new season 3. James Nelson, it's not the same since the attack era. The attack era? Do you mean the attitude era? Hash Brown says the man should pay unless the woman asks for the date. Exactly. Even still, I'd probably pay, but woman should at least offer. If a woman is asking you out, she's probably ugly. And a little desperate. And so that's for you to evaluate. But most women don't ask men out that aren't their boyfriends. Hi, Bibik. Hi, Kai from Australia. Daniel Bavid says, you're looking very, very pretty, gorgeous, elegant, sexy, and charming, my dear. Thank you, Daniel. Paula says, where are you from? From Brooklyn, but now I live in Los Angeles. Arian says she ain't no therapist, she just cosplaying. I identify as a therapist, is what I said. Rajan says to entertain you, that's the responsibility of both. Maybe that's why your husband loves you, because you didn't do your job as a woman in the relationship. Rajan, you sound like a dusty loser who expects women to just do whatever he wants because he can take them to like Applebee's. Get over yourself. Braden says, what if I pay $200 for the date and all I get is a hug? That's fine. She's not entitled to do any, she doesn't have to do anything else. No cussing, Lewis. Jeremy Johnson says, damn, I forgot all about the Olympic gold medalist Bruce Jenner. Me and Kris Jenner are like this. She gets it. Messi says, sick world, very sick. Ravi says, hi, Ravazio here. Hi, Ravi. Crepsalo, tell me you're wearing a wig without telling me you're wearing a wig. It's perfect hair. Tell me you've never seen goddess level perfection like this without telling me you've never seen goddess level perfection like this. Lewis Brown says, that's messed though. You're pretty strong emotionally, very. Shabam says, what's for dinner tonight? Carne asada, tacos, and rice. Shabam says, you're a badass. You're different from the others. Clock it, Shabam. Daniel says, hi, Daniel from Ghana. Hi there. Fion says, I didn't see the doc on your channel. Am I cross-eyed? Yes. If you go to the top of my channel, here, I'll show you. Let me show you how it works. So we're going to my channel. Wait, how do I turn this around? Wait, why can't I turn it around now? Oh, there we go. Okay, so if you're at the top of my channel here, you see playlist. You go to the playlist, and then it's right here, The Diaz, okay? Award-winning documentary, The Diaz. And if you go here, you'll see all my links. This is my Patreon. That's where you can watch every episode, including the brand new season that is exclusive to Patreon. And I'm going to tell you right now, these old episodes, they have been on Patreon and my fan sites since like 2022. And you guys are just now seeing them within the past few months. So Patreon and the fan sites, they get exclusivity. You see my Cameo here. You can get personalized video messages on Cameo. The Cash App is there if you want to donate to a starving, gorgeous artist. And you can get merch. I hope that helps. Hi, it's Crazy. Well, feel like I'm in a sitcom right now. You're welcome. Hash Brown says, if I pay $200 and get nothing, then it's fine. I'll evaluate if I want a second date. Don't be a bank account, but don't be a bum. Jeremy Johnson says, hold up, what's wrong with Applebee's? Nothing, but it's nothing to be like, oh, I took you to dinner and you didn't give me nothing. Oh, I took you to dinner. You didn't buy her a jet. And even if you bought her a jet, we don't have to do anything. Mark says it needs some water or something. It's not fake hair, Mockingbird, it's perfect hair. Rajan says all the reality of it is that you're entitled to be, so what you said so far seems like you offer nothing as a wife. I'm 29, I'm unemployed, and I'm doing quite well. You're 29 and unemployed, and you're doing quite well. That doesn't sound like you're doing well to me. Get a job. Rosado says, I bet your bathroom is disgusting. Ask your father. Daniel says, in fact, women are very precious and need to be handled with care and love. Very good, Daniel. Rajan says, you're deaf, not from Brooklyn. You can't afford to live there. New York is a two-family household. I don't live in Brooklyn. I live in Los Angeles now. Someone's deaf. Jeremy John says, I saw the Arity music video. Thank you, Jeremy. Hi, Phil77. Hi, Maria. Messi says it's all relative. If there's a connection, there shouldn't be a question. Jeremy Johnson says, get a job. You see? You see? Philly says, I'm 21 and failed at life. Any advice? Honey, you're 21. Your life is just starting. You haven't failed. How have you failed? What have you done that you feel like you failed at life? At 21? God, you're just now allowed to drink alcohol and you think you failed? Hi, Daryl. I don't want a job. The military pays me $2K a month. Wow, you must live in a real fancy area. Arian says, I'm going to take you to KFC for a date. You will do no such thing. You will do no such thing. They're crazy. I know, Liam. James Nelson says, wait, are you serious? Military women get paid. They need no money. That's what Rajan says. Hi there, Collect and Flex from Bhutan. So welcome to my stream, everyone. If you don't know, I'm Aunt Marisa. I identify as a therapist. I'm giving you free advice. All you got to do is comment your questions or problems in the chat. And me and my consultant, Tiny Jesus here, are going to do our best to help you. Isaac Gamer says, I love your accent. Thank you, Isaac. Hi, Nicholas Porter. I'm not a woman. I'm a medical student. I'm a man. Kurt Goldberg says, Tampa, Florida. You're from Tampa? I got family in Orlando. No spoilers of Raw, Shubham. You could see I'm not watching it right now. No spoilers. Hi, Danish. I gotta watch it later. No spoilers. Hi, Danish. Why do they call you Danish? Is that your favorite treat? What kind of Danish? I like a cheese Danish. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God, you ever had a strawberry cheese Danish? Delicious. What's your take on Dominic? I love Dominic. I love the new like villain Dominic that we got, the heel Dominic. Messi says, what's your birth sign? You mean my zodiac? I'm a Cancer. I'm not from Arizona. I'm in Los Angeles, but I'm from Brooklyn originally. Trendy says apple Danish. Jeremy Johnson also says apple Danish. Really? I like the cheesy strawberry ones. Now I'm craving a strawberry cheese Danish. God, I'm so fat. I can't even talk about food without craving it. Hi, Chewy. Hi, my sweetest baby. Danish is a name used in South Asia. Really? What does that mean? That's a name? Hi, Rahan. Jeremy says, I get hungry every time I come here. Messi says, do you work out? You know, I haven't done like a gym thing in a while, but I dance. I do a lot of cardio. Lewis Brown says, what are you looking forward to in 2 years from now? Jesus coming back and ending it all. Collect and Flex. Cancerian are super moody and arrogant, but don't hate me for that. I've also heard that they're very family oriented. That's not true. I don't want a big family. I have a family, but I don't want like my own family. Fion says, I get thirsty every time I get here. Wow. Lewis says, what's the mutt's name? Lewis, you're lucky I don't kick you out for insulting my child. How dare you? He is not a mutt. He is of Mexican and British descent, and his name is Chewy. Acid Child says, Jesus loves you. Yes, he does. Rahan says, I like you. Thank you, Rahan. Trendy says, you might be lonely in 20 years' time, mate. Who? Me? I don't think so. My family's got so many kids. Like my cousin's got all kinds of kids. My brother's probably gonna have kids. My stepsister will have kids. I will always be a tia. Always. Don't disrespect anyone's dog, their family. That's right, Messi. You tell them. What, Lewis Brown? What? What's the t-shirt? This is my merch from my award-winning documentary, The Dias. That's me. That's Consuelo, the other Dia. And it says, Chisme is my cardio, which means gossip is my cardio. And that's us drinking our little coffees and teas. It's not a wig, it's perfect hair. Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex Williams. James Nelson says, I miss good to family reunion back in the day before the pandemic. Yeah. That's a cool t-shirt. Thank you, Collect and Flex. James Nelson says, I mean going to a family reunion. I feel like every time I visit my family, it's a family reunion because there's 800 of them. There's 800 family members in my family. Hi, Tishi. Hi, D. Vincent. How are you? Thank you. You're kind of awesome. Thank you, D. Vincent. Messi says, oh my God, how many times I have to hear that? I know. Hi, Sally Stargirl. Thank you. You can get it in my bio. Hi, Chief the Medicine Man. What's the number one thing that will turn a woman on, like for real? Feeling like taken care of and special. Shabam says, kick him out. Now you have a chance to kick off Raw. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Shabam. Hi, Lamont. That's nearly as many as my family, and we're Irish. That's right. 800. Oh, we're fine, Shubham. Saad Khan says, what is your favorite drink? Green tea. Brian Moses, hello. Hi, Peter. Peter! Danish says, what's your profession? This, entertainer, small business owner, social media coach. By the way, if you guys want to be content creators or live streamers, I got a stand store, also in the link there, pinned in my comments, and it's in my bio. This link that says Popple has all my links. Think of that link as a link tree, okay? I have a stand store where I offer one-on-one coaching calls, and I'll audit your social media, and I'll help you come up with content ideas, scheduling, basically like a mini mentorship. And you can ask me any questions about comedy, content creation, live streaming, OnlyFans stuff, whatever. Hi, A-Town. This is so cute. Thank you. Collect and Flex is guessing by what I see. You love the color pink. It's my favorite color. Brian Moses says, wow, love your energy and vibes. Thank you, Brian Moses. Saad Khan says, you do business. Yes. Brian Moses, everything about you is perfect. Wow, thank you, Brian Moses. Lamont says, can I see your pretty feet? No. Evans Darko says, wow, you're beautiful. Thank you, Evans. Hi, Betrayed by Sins. Look, I'm wearing the bracelet. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. T-bone steak for lunch. Wow, fancy trendy. Shubham says Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so I'm going Harry Potter. Music says kiss, kiss, blowing kiss. And I'm ducking them. Okay? That's invasive. Dog. Hi, Spotlight. Randy won the chamber. This year's chamber was so slow. I said the same thing, Spotlight. It was very disappointing. I don't think it's getting boring. I'm obsessed. But I'm just ready to see, like, fresh meat in there. You know, like, let's see some of the big guys, the new guys. Obafemi, Javon Evans. Even someone like Tala Tonga. You know, let's stop giving Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar shows up less than Roman Reigns, and he's already in the run-in for WrestleMania. It's true, Shubham. Oh my God, awesome. I love it, Betrayed. Hi, Danielle. How are you? Lamont, you can send me money. That's right. Your outfit is very cool. Thank you, Sadkan. Hi, Chip. I thought I'd never see you on here again, but what's up, Miss NYC? Why would you think that? I'm always here. I took the weekend off because I had a lot going on, but I'm back. How was your weekend? How was everyone's weekend? Oh, my back. Goodness. Shubham says Triple H is out of ideas. He always announces new era at every PPV. It's honestly like, I know they watch my recap and roast series. By the way, if you guys like wrestling, I do a recap and roast series. It's called WWT, and it's also here on my playlist. You'll see it. Click the playlist at the top of my page. They watch it. I know they do. And I have given them so many good marketing ideas. I'm just waiting for them to pick one up. When I go to Florida, I'm going to the NXT building and I'm marching in there and I'm going to be like, hi, you know who I am. That's right. It's WWT host. And I'm ready to give you guys success. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk in there. A lot of the... Javon Evans even started following me. Some of my favorite wrestlers follow me. They know me. Watch me get a job there. Of course you should like my live, Danielle. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't, everyone. Chief the Medicine Man says, man. Spotlight says, Cena isn't inducted in Hall of Fame 26. He's not in the Hall of Fame, but AJ Styles is. Wait a minute. Hold on. He has to be in the Hall of Fame. You're kidding. He's not in the Hall of Fame. That's crazy. See, AJ Styles getting inducted doesn't make sense then. Betrayed by Sin says, Weeka was awesome. Seen an amazing show on Saturday. That's right. Betrayed by Sins got to see my show live. Betrayed by Sins, did you enjoy it? And do you think that people who didn't make it should go to the Patreon to watch what they missed? Tell them. James Nelson says, it was good and the Elimination Chamber was bad, women and men matching. I gotta say, you know who was the underdog and who should have got her flowers? Raquel Rodriguez. She eliminated 2 of them at the same time. Are you kidding me? Please show your lipstick collection. Oh, maybe I'll do a video of that. I will. Matter of fact, I'll do a video of that. Hi, Chuckers. Hi, Sophie. Betrayed by Sin says, I'm glad Demolition got into the Hall of Fame. Shabam says, ring announcer Thea. Oh, could you imagine me as a ring announcer? The following contest is set. Hi, Rylan. Osnet, you're still here loving it, though. Still posting BS, but here you are again. You come in here and you love to hate me. You're like the people who don't like Donald Trump. You just love to hate on him. Collect and Flex, have you met Booker T? We love him here. But oh my gosh, I haven't. But let me tell you, my favorite thing ever is when Booker T sings Joe Hendry's song. Wave your hands from side to side and say, yeah. I believe in Joe Hendry. I love it. Hi, T-Boy. Get out of here, Billy Savage. T-Boy says, morning superstar on YouTube. Morning? Where are you from, T-Boy? It's 5:30 p.m. here. Danielle says, love your hair. I know that everyone thinks it's a wig, but you keep saying it's not, so I believe you. Thank you, Danielle. James Nelson says, Demolition was great tag teams and the Nasty Boy. Messi says, I like talking to you, but I have to go to sleep. It's almost 3 here. Wow, go to sleep. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard, Monday through Friday. Chip the Great says, I wish there was a new wrestling company like the old ECW. Oh my gosh. Rylan says, I got homework done. Good job, Rylan. Shubham Dia announced Brock Lesnar. Oh, I can't. My throat hurts. Rylan says, and I threw the pencil like 20 times. All right. Hi, X. Yes, I do. It's in the link there that's pinned, and that link is also in my bio. CH says, what's up? How are you doing? How's your day? Hi, CH. My days are going. It's a going. Can't complain. I really cannot. Very blessed. James Nelson says, but Booker T missing a Trick. Oh, yeah, and Trick Williams. Trick Williams, he needs Booker T to valet him just to do the ad-libs. Just to do the ad-libs, he needs to have Booker T there. Bye, Paul Brown. Have a good night. Rylan says, I hate my homework. It's stressful, but I need that college degree. Good for you. No one's taking their shirt off, Riri. Collect and Flex says, gotta go to work. Okay, bye, Collect and Flex. Wow, police officer, by the way. Very nice. Sardcon says, I have to go to sleep. Bye, Sardcon. Oh, you knew better, X. You tried it. You tried it. This is not the place. I am not the one, okay? Has that ever worked? I really want to know. When men come in here and they say things like, take your top off, show me your feet, let them drop, baby, let me spread it up, like, has that ever worked? Have you ever been into a YouTube stream and someone just takes their clothes off? Never worked. Okay, you see? That's right. And it won't. Anyway, everyone, welcome to my stream. If you're new here, we are in the last half hour of my free therapy session. If you don't know, I identify as a therapist, and I'm offering you free advice. All you got to do is comment your problems or your questions in the chat, and I'm going to do my best to help you with my consultant, Tiny Jesus. Shubham says, Kevin Nash getting hate for his comment on Javon Evans. I mean, that was a wild comment. He's a little too Bojangles. That's very racist. Hi, Marco. I'm from Brooklyn originally, but now I live in Los Angeles. And my ethnicity is Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Rylan says, my brother wants me to come home. I'm not going to ever. Well, maybe you can meet your brother somewhere. How old is your brother? I get you got animosity with your parents, but, oh, I see. Well, that's rough, because he's not an adult. Chip the Gent says, love Bojangles, best chicken spot. Oh, I've never tried it, but I know it isn't like, it's not something you say to a person. It's not a Karen wig, it's perfect hair, Azelle. So this is what the racial meaning of Bojangles. The nickname Bojangles was for tap dancer Bill Robinson. Conflicting origins, it was interpreted by some white audiences as happy-go-lucky, reflecting a stereotype, while others, including Robinson himself, associates it with being a jangler or a squabbler due to his contentious personality as a child. Marco says, what's your favorite? Everything is in my bio. You see the link that's pinned in the comments? If you go to the top of my page, you'll see all my links. That's where all my links are. Danish says, I sub to your channel. Be back tomorrow. Bye. Are you going to speak to the manager? No, honey. This isn't Karen here. This is Halle Berry and Betty Boo had a baby. That's what I asked my hairdresser for. I was like, can you make me look like Halle Berry and Betty Boo had a baby? And she said, say less, whatever that means. And now here we are. James Nelson says, don't tell Mark Henry that he will hate you for life. Don't tell him what? Chip says, currently cooking right now, so my bad. What are you cooking, Chip? Alexander says, good morning, beautiful princess. Connected directly from Mozambique. Where's your location? Los Angeles, California. Hi, Rahan. Rillan says, if my mom or dad was nicer to me when I was younger, maybe I'd come back home. But you can't not see your brother because your parents are buttholes. Hi, Shabam. And your results of that. That's right, Azal. Thank you. So everyone, reminder. I have an award-winning documentary that you guys can enjoy the first 2 seasons, season 1 and 2, completely free here on my YouTube. If you go to my page, you will see playlists that says the Diaz. That is the award-winning documentary. But if you want to see the new season, you got to subscribe to Patreon, which is just $5, and you'll get every episode of the documentary. You'll get vlogs, stand-up comedy. Okay, you're gonna see my first live performance. I'm posting on Patreon. Photos, content, exclusive stuff. And you can message me there too, so you don't have to wait